Okay, this is GameEdged's War of the Walkers server, 5.3.3, something like that. Just recording this, just to kind of document what I've got done so far, just in case the servers mess up and need a wipe. So, this is the beginnings of the Horde Base. We've got done so far, and my inventory's full of crap, so yeah, so this is gonna be just like little melee cages out here, and there is a crawler, horde, whatever. I think I have a melee quest. Alright. Hey, fella. Anyway, so this side here, there's going to be 3 cages, kind of like that one in the middle. I don't have the bars up yet, but we'll do that on all 4 sides. The corners I'm probably just going to leave open for field of fire. The only automated defenses that I plan on having are these blade traps, which do pretty good. They do take a little more damage than the inverted blade traps, simply because, the zombies kind of, like to climb walls or hop around, and they damage them a little bit more, but, it's not anything major. This will be easy to jump across, but put drawbridges on each side just to kind of close the gap here, and then the melee cages, the bars will kind of connect them, but I'm going to leave this gap here just in case zombies breach the melee cages and somehow jump up this, which right now they shouldn't be able to. At best, they're probably just going to melee these lower blocks and make it even harder for them to get up there. I guess they could melee one side off and get up on that plate there and potentially maybe jump up, but that's probably not very likely. But that's the Horde Base. Yeah, might as well show you where it goes underground. If you look over there to the south, that's the surface of my underground farm. Those little black squares are bulletproof glass, covering shafts that go all the way down to provide light for the garden. We'll look at that just in a second. And this is just directly underneath the Horde Base. It's not developed right now. And then I dug off toward the south a good bit, just so I'm not directly up under my Horde Base to put my forges and stuff. The ground's clear up above here, so any screamers, which I haven't seen any yet, surprisingly. And I've had all these forges running simultaneously, mixers running along with them, and haven't seen a single screamer yet. So that's crazy. But yeah, pretty much got all the crafting stuff down here. This is kind of temporary-ish, you know, until I get a more permanent home for stuff. But this is kind of where I'm working out of right now. I mean, it'll stay here, but you know, we'll plan on making some neater looking stuff. You know, some individual rooms and whatnot. There's main storage here. We've got some stuff over here and some stuff over there, but it's not labeled right now, but I kind of know where it's at. This is where I'm putting my vending machines as I make them and get them. Of course, I haven't finished dressing this room out yet, but I wanted to get them down so I can benefit from them instead of holding on to them forever. Over here is the garden area. This is the mushrooms right here that don't look to grow unless you're hanging out around them. And then this is the underground garden. Right now I've just got a bunch of potatoes grown. These plots are 25 long, so it's like 50, you know, right there. And just making lots of potatoes for yeast and bear pie and whatnot. It's like 500 potatoes planted, and I think it's like 450 in there, and then there's 50 there. And but yeah, these are the light shafts. I tried putting bulletproof glass down here, but evidently 2 layers of glass blocks the sunlight, so this is actually where I had it, because I painted the inside, then I had to break it out, the glass that is. So that's that. And that's pretty much it down here. I mean, that tunnel going to the west, it goes, right now it goes all the way to right in there. This little building here is a boxing gym, which is where I initially staged at before I explored and found this location, and that's where I have labeled staging base is actually the iron gas station, the metal gas station that I used for a couple of Horde nights starting out. But yeah, that's like 4 kilometers away, so that tunnel there goes about 4 kilometers. About 3 kilometers down, it's just a single 1x2 passage, so it's, you know, it's tiny. And this goes up to the surface where you can kind of see where everything's at. It's the Horde base over there to the north. This is the light shafts, and this is what my big project is. Kind of like a dwarven fortress. I'm going to have 2 big tall towers up here. Probably gonna wall around the 2 peaks. I want to put towers on them of sorts back behind it. There's still a lot more dressing and, you know, decoration and whatnot that I plan to do to the front here, so it's not finished by any means. Everything is just pretty much roughing it out right now and dressing it up. Will come later, hopefully, if the server plays nice and let us get stuff done. But you come in, and this is like the main hall. Back there where that stone wall is where I'm gonna eventually probably dig out and put the throne. It's supposed to be kind of like a dwarven fortress. It's modeled after Thorin's Gate from Lord of the Rings Online MMO. So it's you know, it's not exact by any means, but the front is pretty much, in this pillared hall is, you know, heavily inspired by it. But yeah, had a few ceiling collapses. Had to put these supports in that ended up looking like pickaxes that were not intentional, or was not intentional. It just kind of turned out that way, so I guess I'm okay with it. I really wanted it to be more open, but I got tired of fixing ceilings, and yeah, it just needed to be there. Some inconsistency on the ceilings. I think I'm going to go with kind of what the last two, so I had to get back up there and do some work. Of course, I had to get back up there and do some painting. I may leave this first one kind of as is, because it's kind of like the entry for you. Really don't know what I want to do with these sides here. They're really, you know, I may put rooms on back and whatnot, just not real sure yet. But this side, the west side, this goes over and leads to the forge area. This area I'm going to replicate on the other side. Right now it's just stone, but just, you know, we'll get over there and kind of, so you know what I'm going to do there. But this is the forge area. You know, still a lot of dressing going to go on here. Kind of want to make some water troughs and put some workbenches and stuff in here. Maybe use some of the water barrels for dressing, and of course painting, and then, you know, dressing up the pillars and supports and whatnot. I don't know that I can replicate resource mounds or what, you know, stuff like that, but if I can, I may try to do something like that too, to make it more forgey looking. I do have some plans to kind of expand and connect to this from the other side going straight back, and that'll come a little more clear as we go down the other side. This is just kind of tunneled out and measured. This would be the start of the room that I'm going to replicate in the upper area over there, so it's kind of squared off. This would be the center, and right now it just needs to be dug out, and the only way to go from here is south and down. And of course this is going to widen out, and, you know, staircases and whatnot. And this is going underneath the main hall here. Right, these are the main supports that you saw above, and these side walls are kind of going to be dug out some, but this is going to be like the banquet hall dining area. And then, you know, we'll probably maybe dig out a little more and put the kitchen and stuff maybe back behind this, so that the kitchen kind of use around here. And then like these three would be like sides that go off into, like, you know, more just to widen this out, because right now it's too narrow for my taste. And this will continue on down, and it'll wrap back up and wrap around to that forge area that we was in earlier. That's about all I've got done right now. I mean, we'll jump up top and kind of look at what it looks like on top. A lot of it's just, you know, like a lot of work in progress, and, you know, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. You know, I just kind of piddle and do stuff, and I mean, I have a rough idea and a general idea, but, you know, it's just working with it. This is the first landing. From here, this is going to kind of arch up. That's going to be thicker up there and come back over and connect this. So there'll be some angling in here. So from the front, it'll look better than the blockiness that you kind of see from the front at the moment. This is the top central area. It looks kind of like an A. the main gate, whatever you want to call it. And this is the other side. And I think, yeah, this is what I've been working on recently, so getting around is a little, you know, whatever. But this is on top of the foyer when you first come in the gate, and then this is like the first big 3x3 pillar here. This was just where I was having a collapse, and I guess I kind of wanted to mark it just and test stability, and finally got it where it stopped collapsing. And this is another main pillar. I buried these back here, but I know how many squares there are from center to center, so I'll extend these pillars up at some point, kind of, you know, if nothing else, just fill this in to look more presentable from the back side, so it doesn't just look like a facade from the front. There's a road that runs over the mountain here. Kind of see what's going on. But yeah, that's what we got so far. A lot of this up top is mostly just for looks. I don't really plan on putting anything up here. But, you know, who knows? I may. It just depends on stability and, you know, how stuff holds together. But that's it for now, and hopefully we'll get it finished, and you guys can see a proper tour, and I think it's going to be awesome. But yeah, take it easy. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.